Chairman, my name is Chad Airhart. I'm the Executive Director of the Milwaukee Area Chamber of Commerce, and I stand before you this evening in opposition to House File 807. The last census tells us that Milwaukee is a young, educated, well-to-do community. And if you drive through Milwaukee, you will see many newer, modest homes. And in these homes, there are young families. And in most cases, these young families have worked their way through school and find themselves every month balancing personal finances without much left over. In many instances, the second largest payment in these homes is not an automobile, it is a student loan payment. And in some cases, a student loan payment is larger than their mortgage. Many of these individuals had opportunities to explore careers in other states where salaries may have been higher, but they chose to stay in Iowa. My question is, how long will they stay? And what will the next crop of graduates do when they can earn a higher salary in another state, and they can pay far less taxes in another state as well? What will the next business do when deciding whether to locate in Iowa or in South Dakota? The very last thing our small business owners need right now is another tax increase. Many of the small businesses in Milwaukee are S-corps, LLCs, or filed as an individual. And eliminating federal deductibility is a tax increase on them. And tax increases on them determines whether or not they will put money into marketing, whether they will expand their businesses, or hire new employees. I've spent the last 2 days talking to chamber members and my neighbors, and repeatedly have heard an outcry that a tax on a tax is not fair, and that by allowing us the deduction of federal taxes, we have a protection that stops us from being taxed twice on the same income. The small businesses and families in Milwaukee sacrificed to balance their budgets. Yet from 2007 to 2009, our state budget grew by nearly $1 billion. Government growth of that magnitude is not sustainable, and this attempt to eliminate a state income tax deduction is simply smoke and mirrors. Lawmakers need to show some fiscal restraint, not double tax Iowa taxpayers. In the governor's state of the state speech, he stated, "I believe this is not a time to raise taxes on the hard-working Iowans." Well, this bill is specifically increasing taxes on many small businesses. And how can you say these Iowans are not hard-working? How can you put extra burdens on these small businesses to grow our economy, or those young families that choose to stay here, even when there may be greater opportunities elsewhere? I urge you to oppose House